How many hours a week would you say that you're able to study on your
Uh,
own?
I study maybe 5 or 6 hours a day. So multiply that by what? 7. It's a lot.
That is a lot of hours. Wow. So you are doing a lot on your own.
Yeah, for the most part.
Good, good. So when you study, what does it look like? Do you crack open a book, and where do you begin? Do you have any kind of plan?
I'll do the questions. I'll do those timed. I'll do a section, and I start from there. And
Good.
I'll review whatever I get wrong and solidify it for the next time.
And what does your review process look like?
Review process. Primarily going as reading over the correct. If I got it wrong, I'll read over the correct question, read their reasoning, and I'll try to understand why they feel this is correct and apply it next time. If I got it right, if I got the question correct, I'll go back and try to solidify why I knew that was the correct answer.
Good, good. And do you ever talk about the ones you got wrong or write out your own explanations?
Oh, yes, sometimes. If I understand theirs, I won't. But if I don't, I'll go back and try to figure out, okay, this was right because of this.
Good. Yeah, I want to encourage you to do that as much as possible. And you mentioned study groups. This review process would be a great thing to do in a study group where you actually explain the problems to each other and you talk about the stimulus in your own words, like paraphrasing it for yourself, and then talking about what was tempting about the wrong answer that made you pick it and what ultimately makes it wrong, and what's discouraging about the right answer that pushes you away from it, and what ultimately makes it correct. You really got to puzzle over these things. And if you read the explanation and say, I get it, and move on, you might actually get it, but you might not really get it. And you just feel like you get it in that moment, but an hour later, you might lose it all, right?
That's definitely true. I've done that before in the beginning.
No, it happens to everybody, but if you lose it after an hour, you never really had it in the first place. You got to be able to explain it in your own words and not just rereading the stimulus or rereading the explanation, but actually using different words to explain the same concept, because that's how you prove that you really have it internally. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.